2016. No need for an intro. We in here. Let's go. You know, I saw a video. I mean, I've kind of talked about this subject in regular conversation, private or otherwise, before. Not too often, because it wasn't necessary. It's something that doesn't come up too often. It's not controversial or anything. But I watch Robert Perkins, used to be the revolutionary with the tattoos, the nigga with the tattoos, tats, what's good. The video should be in the description. The link to the video, should be in the description box below. And it dealt with Adele. Now, I have to say this. Some may consider, oh, you're fanboy. No. I just perceive Adele, and this is from a musical sense, as an artistic sense. One of the greatest singers I've ever known. One of my favorite artists, period. Probably top 15, absolutely. Top 10, maybe. I have to go back to my list of favorite. When I'm saying artists, I'm not including painters, drawers, anything of that nature. I'm talking about musically inclined. With that being said, people, especially you got some black folks out here. Face slap, because you hear foolishness like this saying, oh, you got these white singers trying to be black. Oh, they keep stealing black stuff. You got, if you bring up Shady, okay? Talking about Eminem, Shady, Marshall Mathers, right? I put him as the second greatest rapper of all time. I got Pac as number one. Tupac Shakur. Tupac is number one. The greatest. And there's a reason. It doesn't matter what his race is. If that's what he does, and actually he's a legitimate rapper, and he's got all the prerequisite skill sets, do we do the same with athletes? Oh, well, this person's Latino. Well, he can't be. This person's black. He can't be. This person's white. She can't be. What kind of logic is this? This is piss poor logic. Music is an art form. There is no people who has a monopoly on an art form. On the arts. There is no monopoly on hip-hop dance, on jazz dance, on ballet, okay? Tango, salsa, whatever. Yeah, they may be cultural influence, but they don't have a monopoly. There's no monopoly on the martial arts, kung fu, karate, taekwondo, boxing, you name it, wrestling, Greco-Roman or whatever else, Muay Thai. There's no monopoly. There's no monopoly on doggone literature, on high fantasy, mystery, horror, sci-fi. There's no monopoly. And that's just fiction. There's no monopoly on biographies, autobiographies, on essay writing, on dramas. There's no monopoly. There's no monopoly on doggone architecture. You name it. There's no monopoly culinarily wise. There is no monopolies. So when it comes to music, all of a sudden, they're stealing black culture. Now, I do have an issue where people profiting on, manipulating individuals. That's a completely different facet altogether. But that's manipulation. Or theft of ideas. Now, actually playing the whole seeming flaws with copyrights is where you got, let's say, The Damned was trying to, was it The Damned? Or was it, no. The song, I love it, the 80s, okay? The band, I can't remember its name at this time, but the song is the 80s. This is early 80s, right? And trying to hit up Nirvana, Come As You Are with the riff. But knowing that the band who produced the 80s sounds very similar to a song that The Damned produced. The band The Damned produced. So, music is tough like that. But here's the thing. And on a side note, then you had the individuals who were saying, oh, this is white music. What makes music white or black? You had white artists produce jazz as much as black artists. Same thing with blues. Rock and roll. A lot of the earliest rockers were black. Hello? Some of the originators were black. One of the greatest guitarists in psychedelic rock and otherwise, blues and all that, Jimi Hendrix. Hello? Michael Jackson. In different genres, you had black, white, and other races and ethnicities. So what are we talking about here? Saying, oh, they stealing rap. Like, were you telling me white people can't do poetry? Because that's what rap is. Hip hop adds other elements to it. But you telling me white people can't rhyme? Only black people can rhyme now. Only black people can sell stories in poetic form. Come on now. Trying to say, oh, she trying to sound black. No, she ain't trying to sound anything. She just sounds good. She sounds legendary. Now, okay, maybe she's not as iconic as Aretha Franklin, some would say Whitney Houston and a few others, but she is becoming iconic in her own right. People across the globe love her. I'm black, I love her. Ben loved her. Especially 21 album. That was an artistic masterpiece. And it was not just R&B, okay? Or, I'll get on another thing with blacks and how individuals, this culture, society, especially in America, spell it, but they can't get it right. In the States has to where black instantly is associated with. But doggone, it was pop that she had in the 21 album. You had R&B, soulful elements, jazz elements, blues up in that piece. It was multi-genre based. So what? Blacks have control of 5 different genres now? Come on now. Out of here with that foolishness. Out of here with that foolishness. It's like thinking back. Yeah, some of the blacks were originating in house music. Do you see blacks repping that? I talk about various rock genres. You see many blacks repping that. Yeah, there was a lot of whites, but there were some blacks up in country. Now we're starting to see it again. But, but some of this junk is white music. Where's the disconnect here? And why is it that if you're black, you instantly, it's rap, R&B, period? I mean, yes, there are rockers and, there are soul singers, there are all these different things. Or you have to be soulful, blues, R&B, rap, hip-hop, pretty much gospel. Well, if you talk about from a Christian perspective, why can't you be praise and worship? And why can't a white person do gospel? Why not? People want to talk about racism, and racism is a systematic thing, okay? There are prejudice and different things. There are biases. Why are these certain stereotypes made, and who made them? Let's think about this. Why did these things come to be? When you can answer that question of the essences of something, of these issues, then we can get somewhere. Until somebody wants to address this foolishness, this BS, we ain't gonna get anywhere. In fact, I love the fact that Adele and different ones appreciate black artists. Because you know what? That makes the world advance. And you want to know something? These are British singers, okay? There's many you can name, all the way back to the first invasion. The first British invasion back in the 60s. You know who they listened to? A lot of black blues singers. The Beatles were influenced by them. The Animals were influenced by them. You can go down the list. The Stones, the Rolling Stones were influenced by them. Some of the biggest rock groups of all time were influenced by black singers and artists, musicians. Why? Because they love the music, because they recognize greatness. That's why. So can we stop the disconnect and be thankful that people appreciate it. Be thankful that these white and black, Latino, Asian, or those of Asian descent, Native American, doesn't matter. Be thankful that these people are introducing to a greater populace. Oh wait, this sound, you know what? I used to not listen to it, but you know what? This person can sing. And since this person can sing, let me check out this. Oh, this sound like that. Let me go. Oh, that person's, oh, they got skills. Oh, it opens people's minds. That's what the arts do. They get to the soul, but they open their minds. And when you start opening up people's minds, broadening their horizons, then that's how you start breaking down these prejudices, these biases, and these racial undertones and subliminal thoughts and whatnot. That's how you do it. When people start Stop being tunnel vision. Stop being a chain. And I'm not saying don't have standards and you can have preferences. But be open-minded. Be willing to broaden your horizons. Be willing to pull them blinders off and see the world for what it is. And stop saying this group owns this and this group. Now there are certain things. There are certain ways of speech and stuff that can be linked and associated properly with certain groups. And that's fine. But to say that a group has a monopoly on certain factors? Come on, man. Does any group have a monopoly on a language? Or can people just speak the language? Where do we come off being arrogant, condescending, and just being downright stupid and ignorant? Where do we? Unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this matter. It's still ludicrous, man. And it's one of the things, and I don't often say it, but it's 2016. And I often don't say it because people use it as an excuse. But no, it's 2016. It's about damn time people wake up to reality. Seriously. You got people doing multi-genres. And we still holding some of this old foolishness. I remember hearing back in the 90s, oh, the rockers versus the gangsters. What? Oh, I don't rap is crap. Which obviously ain't now, but a bunch of people, white people say that rap is crap because you couldn't relate to the music? I mean, come on, man. Now, trust me, I have my issues with a lot of quote unquote modern rap. A lot of folks ain't rappers, but that's what it is. That ain't on some racial. It just people can't do. If they can't do, I'm gonna call them out. If they garbage, then I'm gonna critique. Pure and simple. But it's no racial undertone. It's the art itself. Period. And while people may have issues with that, so be it. But don't come at me for talking on some analytical truth. Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.